Hi students, in this video I am going to explain about English bond and Flemish bond. In the previous video we have studied about different terms different terms and definitions used in the brick masonry as well as first two types of brick masonry which were stretcher bond and header bond. So as a revision we will see once again see what is stretcher bond and header bond. So in stretcher bond all the bricks are laid as stretchers on the face of the wall. So all the courses are equally having or all the bricks are laid as stretchers on the face of the wall in all the courses. But in header bond all the bricks are placed as header on the face of the wall. And moving on to the English bond, the English bond is having alternate layers of header and stretcher. Okay, so that is the main difference in English bond. Alternate layers consist of header and stretcher of brick. See here, this is a representation of English bond. The first course consists of header of the bricks, or in English bond, the alternate courses consist of header and stretcher. Here it is clear, in the first course is made of header. All the bricks are laid as header, and whereas the second course is made with all the bricks are laid as stretchers. Thus the alternate courses are made of header and stretcher. This typical arrangement is termed as English bond. And we have seen in the previous two bonds will be placing. In order to stagger the vertical joints in stretcher bond, we were using a header. On alternate courses, a header is used. Similarly, in header bond, in order to stagger the vertical joints, we were using a 3/4 bath. Similarly, in English bond, to break the continuity of vertical joints, a Q closure is used. What is Q closure? Q closure is formed by cutting the brick longitudinally, and the length of the Q closure is equal to length of one full brick, whereas the width of the Q closure is half the width of the one full brick. So in English bond, in order to stagger the vertical joint for the stability of the masonry, we need to stagger the vertical joints, and to stagger the vertical joints we are using Q closure. Okay, this Q closure is used just after first header. Okay, wherever the header is placed, just after the first header we will be placing Q closure to stagger the vertical joints. So once again I will tell, the English bond is made of alternate courses consist of header and stretcher. If the first course consists of header, all the bricks are laid with header facing the wall, then the second course will be made with stretcher. Okay, all the bricks will be laid with stretcher on the face of the wall. Likewise, the English bond is constructed, and in order to stagger the vertical joints, here we are using a Q closure. A Q closure is placed just after first header. We'll see in depth about this. So this is the elevation of an English bond. So first course consists of stretcher. Okay, so first courses consist of stretcher. All the bricks are laid with stretcher facing the wall. Okay, this is the first course. And the second course, since the first course is stretcher and we are constructing English bond, the second course should consist of header. So second course and started with a header, and in order to stagger the vertical joints, immediately after placing the first header, we will be placing Q closure. Then continuously we will be placing header. Okay, and just before the ending header unit will be placing, immediately before the ending header will be placing the Q closure. This is also to stagger the vertical joint. Similarly, the third one is similar to the first course. Third course is similar to first course. In the third course also, all the bricks are laid with stretcher facing the wall. So next fourth course will be header, consisting of header. So immediately after the first header we will be placing a Q closure and continuing with the header of bricks. Likewise we are constructing the masonry. So this particular arrangement is termed as English bond. In the image, S shows, S represents stretcher, H represents header and Q represents Q enclosure. And we are having 1 brick thick wall as well as 1.5 thick brick wall. There are even more than that, 1 brick, 1.5 bricks, 2 bricks, like that. The thickness of wall is mentioned based on the length of the brick. So 1 brick thick wall means the thickness of the wall will be equal to length of the brick, length of the full brick. So in this slide we are going to explain about how to construct the English bond of 1 brick thick wall. So 1 brick thick wall means the thickness of the wall. Here this indicates the thickness of the wall. So the thickness of the wall will be equal to length of a full brick. So we'll see how to construct this 1 brick thick English bond. So this is the elevation. You should learn to draw this elevation as well as plan view. So this is the elevation. Since it is an English bond, alternate layers will consist of stretcher and header. Okay, so first layer consists of stretchers. So the plan view of first course is shown in this one. This is the plan view of the first course. So first we have placed a stretcher, then continuously stretcher. Okay, and the second course started with a header, and immediately or next after placing this header we'll be placing a Q enclosure, then header are placed continuously. So the plan view of second course is shown in this one. So first we have placed a header, then a Q enclosure, then continuously headers are placed. Okay, then third one is repetition of the first course, which is shown in this one, and fourth one is repetition of the second one, and which is shown in the plan view shown in this figure. So once again I'll explain. To construct 1 brick thick English bond, the first course consists of stretcher. So first we will be placing a stretcher, then continuously stretchers are placed. And second course consists of header. So first we will be placing a header, and to stagger the vertical joint we will be placing a Q enclosure, and after that continuously header is placed. So next one is how to construct a English bond with 1.5 thick brick wall. So what is English bond? English bond is made with placing alternate layers alternate layers consist of stretcher, header, likewise. And what is 1.5 thick brick wall? 1.5 thick brick wall means the thickness of the wall will be equal to 1.5 length of the full brick. 1.5 length means the length of the brick plus half the length of the full brick. So this is the indication of this represents the thickness of the wall. This thickness of wall is equal to 1 full length of the brick plus half the length of a full brick. So that is 1.5 thick brick wall. So we'll see how to construct this English bond 1.5 thick brick wall. So first I am placing the stretcher. Stretcher is placed. So the first course will be consisting of stretcher. So continuously I am placing stretcher, and over that. So since it is a 1.5 thick brick wall, so if I am placing continuously the stretcher, its thickness will be only half width of or half length of the one full brick. So I need to make 1.5 thick brick. It is only half. So again I need to place one brick. For that, after placing all the stretchers, I'll be placing headers on the back side. This is the facing side. This is the back side. Okay, so to construct 1.5 thick brick wall, first I will be placing stretcher continuously, and to make it 1.5 thick on the back side I will be placing header. Okay, and next course will consist of, since on the first course I have placed a stretcher, the next course consists of header. Okay, so first I have placed a header, and according to the rule of English bond, after placing a header I need to place a Q enclosure. Then continuously I am placing the header. So look here when I am placing header alone, the thickness of wall will be only equal to one thick or one length of the brick will be equal to length of the brick, but I need to get 1.5 thick brick wall. For that, on the back side of this header I am placing a stretcher.